Hello students, today let us study chapter 3 Introduction to SQL. Databases penetrate virtually every branch of human activity. That is, for all the any human activities we require databases. Your grocery store, bank, restaurant, and your favorite clothing store all uses database to keep track of the customer inventory and accounting information. So when you want to buy something, some product in Flipkart, the data must be stored in the database. All the items will be stored in the database, and it will be stored with items, cost, and review. So all requires database. The vast majority of database used in modern application are relational. So the terms database and relational database are often used synonymously. That is, as studied in the previous chapters, we know that currently we are using the relational database. So the word database and relational database are used very frequently, very oftenly. Likewise, most database management systems are relational database management system. As studied in the previous chapters, currently we are using the relational database management system. The type of database we are using is relational DBMS, that is RDBMS. In order to communicate with various relational database, we need a standard language. So when you want to retrieve or add anything, you should be knowing the code. So we, as studied from past so many years from your lower classes, we have studied that anything to be done in computer, you need a programming language, or you have to write a program to do any work. So to retrieve any data or any work related to database, we need a standard language. So this language is called structured query language, or SQL. Student, SQL, the language which we use to do any work related to database, the language used is SQL, that is structured query language. It is pronounced as SQL or sometimes SQL. Most of the time we say SQL itself, but some people they also say it as SQL. In this chapter, let us study what are the SQL statements and how are they used in your databases. First, let us see what is SQL. Structured Query Language, that is SQL. SQL, which stands for Structured Query Language, is a programming language that is used to manipulate and retrieve data stored in relational database. So this SQL, it is the language, programming language it is. In your lower classes, maybe you have studied the languages like C, C++. So this is also one of them, one of the kind programming language, SQL. This language we use it to for a relational database tool, like you can manipulate, like you want to do any changes in the database or you want to retrieve the data from the database. So then we use this SQL programming language. The SQL programming language was first developed in the 1970s by IBM researchers Raymond Boyce and Donald Chamberlain to manipulate and retrieve data stored in IBM System R DBMS. So this two person researchers, they work in IBM. Raymond Boyce and Donald Chamberlain, these two people, they were the first one to develop this SQL programming language to manipulate and retrieve data from their IBM system R. So they developed this SQL language. SQL was originally known as SQL. So as said before, sometimes they pronounce it as SQL, right? So before they were using it as SQL, now it is changed to SQL. The American National Standards Institute, ANSI, that is ANSI, and International Standard Organization, ISO. These are very important for your exam students. For the abbreviation, they may ask the abbreviate ANSI. What is the full form of ISO? So very important. The ANSI and ISO have deemed the SQL as the standard language in relational database communication. So these two are this institute and this organization, these two, they have considered this SQL as the standard language for relational database. Like if you want to manipulate or retrieve any data in your relational database, then these two have considered SQL as the standard language. Next, SQL commands. SQL commands are statements that are executed to perform various actions on a database. So these commands are also called as statements. They are executed like the program is run or executed to perform any work on the database. Like if you want to retrieve or manipulate that work, that is executed by these SQL commands. These actions or functions include creating, modifying database objects, adding data to the tables, updating existing data, deleting data, performing database queries, controlling database access, and overall database administration. So, as said before, these SQL commands are executed to perform various actions of database. Some of the actions are, you can, if you want to create any data, if you want to create data in the database, then you should use this SQL commands. And if you want to, already a database exists, you want to add any row or want to delete any data, then you have to use SQL commands. You want to update it, just modify it, then you need to use this SQL commands. To retrieve data, you need to use SQL commands. A query is an inquiry to the database for information. In generally, we say this as a query. The commands which we write, set of commands, like command is one line. When you have set of commands that are called as query, so this query is an inquiry, like you're asking the database about the information by using the query. A query can be sent to the database from a software program or directly entered in the database management interface. So you're asking the database, does the data which I need, does it exist in your database or not? So that is like you're inquiring the database. So this query, it is sent to the database. You are asking the database, this is sent to the database either from the software program. Next you will study what are the software programs of SQL, or you can directly enter, like in the database you can just give a search, like how we in Google or any YouTube, how we search using the search button. There you can search the data which you require, so it will show these this number of row it exists at this number of row or at this column. So like this it will say. You can directly enter it. That's all for today, students. Kindly go through the topics done today. It will be helpful for your upcoming topics. Thank you, students.